High-key monochrome is a set of scripts that change a photo into a monochrome image. There are scripts for several different colors. In this tutorial, I'll show how to run these scripts and how to customize the results. Before we get started, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you'll find a link in the description below that will take you to our tutorial page on Corel's Discovery Center. Here you can also download a written copy of this tutorial. I'll start with this photo. I have my script toolbar displayed, and from the drop-down list of scripts, I'll choose High-Key Monochrome Red, then click Run. After a couple seconds of runtime, I now have a high-key version of this photo. There are now 3 new layers above my original background layer, and the background layer itself has been turned off. I'll turn off the top 2 layers so we can check out these new layers one by one. The first layer above the background is a grayscale version of the original image. Above that is a Levels Adjustment layer, whose default settings have lightened the foreground objects and removed the sky background. This layer contains the same effects that can also be applied by choosing Adjust, Brightness and Contrast, Levels. The advantage of these effects being on their own layer is that the adjustment values can be changed, which I'll demonstrate farther on. The top layer contains the red overlay. It's a raster layer with a simple red fill, whose blend mode is set to Color. Some other blend modes work nicely as well, such as Lighten, Screen, Overlay, or Soft Light. As instructed by the layer name, I can easily change the overlay color by activating Flood Fill and choosing a new color. Before painting, I want to uncheck Use All Layers so that the fill will be applied based on the pixels of this layer only. For a more colorful look, I'll click the color swatch and find a nice gradient fill to apply. If the overlay is too strong, I can reduce the layer opacity a bit. When running a high-key monochrome script with the default settings, as in this example, too much of the photo's details are lightened. But, as the Levels layer name indicates, I can adjust these settings. I'll double-click the layer to open its properties and check Preview on Image to see the pixels update. By moving the white node on the slider a bit to the right, I can bring back the pixels I want to appear, and I can move the gray node to darken or lighten the visible pixels. By playing with the different blend modes, opacities, and levels, the high-key monochrome possibilities are endless. This brings us to the end of this tutorial on the high-key monochrome scripts in PaintShop Pro. If you've been watching this video on YouTube, you'll find a link in the description below that will take you to our tutorial page on Corel's Discovery Center. Here you can also download a written copy of this tutorial.